So this question asks us to solve the inequality 7x minus 3 is less than 14 plus 4x. And I wrote the question down here. And what I prefer to do is to make sure that the smaller of the x's is removed. So we're going to get rid of the 4x because that's smaller than the 7x. So we're going to have to subtract 4x. We've got 7x minus 3 minus 4x is less than 14. So we've got 3x minus 3 is less than 14. So now we've got to add 3. So we've got 3x is less than 14 add 3. So 3x is less than 17. And then divide by 3. So x is less than 17 over 3. But then question B asks to write down the largest whole number that satisfies the inequality. So we've got to think of the biggest number that's smaller than 17 out of 3. Well, 17 out of 3 is actually 5 and then 2/3. So the smallest number, the biggest number that's smaller than 5 and 2/3 is going to be 5. So x equals 5. So the largest number that satisfies the inequality is 5. The next question now is solve the inequality 5x plus 3 is more than 24 minus 2x. So first thing we do again is to remove the smallest x because we've got x on both sides, and that's the minus 2 because minus 2 is smaller than 5. So to do that we're going to have to add 2x. So we've got 5x plus 3 and then plus 2x, because that's the opposite of minus 2x, is bigger than 24. So 7x plus 3 is bigger than 24, because the 5x and the 2x make 7x. Now we have to remove the plus 3, so we got 7x is bigger than 24 minus 3, because that's the opposite of plus 3. So then 7x is bigger than 21. And then divide by 7, we got x is bigger than 21 divided by 7 is 3. So x has to be bigger than 3. Right. Part B then, similar to the question above, is write down the smallest whole number that satisfies the inequality. So the smallest whole number that's bigger than 3. Well, the smallest whole number that's bigger than 3 is x equals 4. Now the next question is to solve the inequality n plus 6 is bigger than 3n minus 5. I've got that written down. So, first step when I've got the unknown on both sides is to remove the smallest of the unknown. And that's going to be n, because that's 1n, and on the other side I've got 3n, so 1's obviously smaller than 3. So I'm going to have to take away n, so I've got 6 is bigger than 3n minus 5 minus n, and then I've got 6 is bigger than 2n minus 5, so I'm going to have to add 5 on both sides. So 6 add 5 is bigger than 2n, so 11 is bigger than 2n. So then 11 over 2 is bigger than n. And the next part of the question is to write down the biggest whole number that satisfies the inequality. Well, the biggest number bigger than 11 over 2. 11 over 2 is the same as 5.5. So the biggest number that's smaller than 5.5 is 5. So this question I've got here is 13 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 22 minus 7x. And we've got to solve it. So we're going to have to, we've got x on both sides, so we're going to have to remove the smallest x. I've got minus 3x and I've got minus 7x. So minus 7x is the smallest x, because minus 7 is smaller than minus 3. So to remove that, I've got to add 7x. So I've got 13 minus 3x, add 7x, is greater than or equal to 22. Minus 3x plus 7x is plus 4x. So I've got 13 plus 4x is greater than or equal to 22. And then we've got to remove the 13 by subtracting 13. So I've got 4x is greater than or equal to 22 minus 13, because we've got a minus 13. So I've got 4x is greater than or equal to 9. And then we've got to divide by 4. So we've got x is greater than or equal to 9 over 4. And then the next part of the question is write down the smallest whole number that satisfies this inequality. So the smallest whole number that's bigger than 9 over 4. Well, 9 over 4 is 2 1/4. So the biggest number, the smallest number bigger than 2 1/4 that's whole is 3. So 3 satisfies the inequality, and that's the smallest. So the next question we've got is solve the following equation. 2x plus 19 equals 2 bracket 8 plus 5x close bracket. So if we've got a question involving brackets and we're trying to solve the equation, I'd suggest the best way to go about it is to open the bracket first. So I'll do the grid method. I'll put 2 and then 8 and plus 5x. So 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times plus 5x is plus 10x. So I've got 12x plus 19 equals 16 plus 10x. Now, I've got x's on both sides, so I'm going to have to remove the smallest x, and that's going to be 10x. So I've got to take away 10x, so I've got 12x plus 19, take away 10x, equals 16. So I've got 2x plus 19 equals 16, and then I'm going to have to remove the plus 19 by subtracting 19. So I've got 2x equals 16, take away 19. So 2x equals minus 3, because 16 take away 19 is obviously minus 3. And then I've got x equals minus 3 over 2, because I have to divide by 2 to get x. So we've got a question here now. 8 minus x all over 3 equals 5 minus x, and we've got to solve that equation. So I'll do that here. Right now we've got a sort of fraction here, and what I would do is suggest to get rid of the divide by 3 first, and that's going to be by times in by 3. So I've got 8 minus x equals, and I multiply the entire thing by 3. So I'm going to have 15 minus 3x. Just so now I've got a straight question without any fractions or anything. And then the next step again is obviously to remove the smallest x, which is minus 3x, because minus 3 is smaller than minus 1. So I'm going to have to add 3x. I've got 8 minus x plus 3x equals 15. So minus x, I've got 8, and I've got minus x plus 3x, and that's plus 2x equals 15. So I've got 2x equals, I'm going to have to subtract 8. So I'm going to have 15 minus 8. So I've got 2x equals 7, and then x equals 702. So this question is asking us to solve simultaneous equations algebraically, so through algebra, and to show all the working out. So I've got a question here. 4x plus 3y equals 1, and 6x plus 4y equals 3. So first thing I'll do is label them equation 1 and equation 2. And what we've got to do is make sure that the numbers in front of one of the letters on both equations are the same. So right now we've got 4 and 6 in front of x, and 3 and 4 in front of y. So we've got to try and make it so that the equations are the same. So that the numbers in front of each letter are the same on both equations. So what I'll do is I'll take equation 1 and multiply it by 4, and take equation 2 and multiply it by 3. So if I multiply equation 1 by 4, I'll get 16x plus 12y equals 4. and I'll get, if I multiply equation 2 by 3, I'll get 18x plus 12y equals 9. So as you can see now, I've got 12 and 12 in front of y. So I can subtract them to get the y's away. So I'm going to cancel out the y's now by subtracting equation 1 and equation 2. I'll label this equation 2 again, I'll label equation 1. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll subtract them from each other, so I'll subtract 1 away from 2. So I'm going to get a positive x afterwards. I want a positive x. It'll just be a little bit easier to work with. So 18x take away 16x is 2x. The 12y and take away 12y is cancelled out. And then 9 take away 4 is 5. So then x equals 5 over 2. And now, if I substitute 5 into 2 in equation 1, I'll have 4 times 5 over 2 plus 3y equals 1. So 4 times 5 over 2 is 20 over 2, which is just 10, plus 3y equals 1, and then 3y equals 1 take away 10, because we got take away 10 is minus 9, and then y equals minus 3. So the next question is very similar. We've actually got 5x plus 2y equals 11 and 4x minus 3y equals 18. It was a little bit different now. So we're going to start off the same way that we've got to solve it. I'll label them 1 and 2. I'm going to take 1 and multiply it by 3, and I'll take 2 and multiply it by 2. Now, so I'm going to get 6 and 6 then in front of y. So if I multiply 1 by 3, I'll have 15x plus 6y equals 33. I multiply, and for equation 2, I'll label this equation 1, label equation 2. I'm going to get 8x minus 6y equals, double of 18 is 36. So now I've got a minus 6 and a plus 6. I want to cancel them out. So I'm going to have to add them together. So equation 1 add equation 2. And I've got 23x, because 15x and 8x added together. 6y add minus 6y is actually nothing. And then equals 33 add 36 is 69. So then x equals 69 divided by 23, which I think is 3. So x equals 3. Now I'm going to have to substitute 3 into equation 2. Or 1, whichever one you want to do it in. So I've got 4 times 3, take away 3y equals 18. In hindsight, it would have been easier to do it with equation 1 because I got a minus 3y, but it's not a massive deal. 12 take away 3y equals 18. To remove the 12, then I have to take away 12. So I go minus 3y equals 18. Take away 12. So minus 3y equals 6. Divide by minus 3, I go y equals minus 2. So x is 3 and y is minus 2. So I've got a question here which is solve the following equation. 5x plus 3 over 6, take away x plus 10 over 3 equals 2 over 3. And what's tricky about this is we've got it in fraction form. What we're going to want to do is remove the fractions however way we can. And I would suggest to do that by making the denominators the same. So we've got 6 as one denominator, 3 is the other two denominators. So what I'm going to do is rewrite these fractions so the denominator is 6. And that's just by doubling the entire fraction. So I've got 5x plus 3 over 6, so that's going to be fine. Take away x plus 10 over 3 equals 2 over 3. So that's what I've got right now. And what I'll do is I'll change the denominators by doubling both the denominator and the numerator. I've got 5x plus 3 over 6, take away 2x plus 20 over 6. So the fraction hasn't actually changed, I've just enlarged it a little bit. And then 4 over 6. Now I can factorize it all by 6 and take 6 out completely. So I'll be left with 5x plus 3 take away 2x plus 20 equals 4. I should note though that this actually is like a 2x plus 20. So we're going to take it all away. So this is going to be minus 2x and it's going to be minus 20 because we're actually taking away the full fraction. So I'll rewrite it again. I've got 5x plus 3 take away 2x and take away 20 equals 4. So to rewrite it again, I've got 5x take away 2x is 3x. 3 take away 20 is minus 17 and that equals 4. So right, so I've rewritten it now. So I can remove the minus 17 by adding 17. So I've got 3x equals 4 plus 17. So 3x equals 21 and x equals 7.